I avoid talking about it because, like, as a full-grown adult, it seems silly because it's irrational. It's an irrational, illogical fear. We always set goals in the new year, which seems like a random time, like, nature-wise. Why not set goals in September?
But I've been overthinking more, and I don't like that. I think overthinking is a waste of time.
I see other people planning weddings. I'm like, oh, should I be doing that?
Do guys actually enjoy going to the farm, or you guys just do it because your girlfriends like to do it?
Yo, one guy, tell me you enjoy that shit.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the pod. Today we have our all-time favorite guest.
Grust.
I haven't done this in a while. We have our all-time favorite guest, Mr. Roman.
I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
It's been like over 4 months, no?
4 months?
How many months?
4 months? I don't know.
4
Wait.
Today Roman's wearing a backwards cap, which is very mindful and demure of him. Because I told him that guys look better when their hat is backwards.
Can you put it frontwards?
Well, I need to tighten it if I put it frontwards.
I mean, that's
I like
that's
it
okay
frontwards,
frontwards,
too.
but I just think like backwards is just better.
Yeah, it depends on the occasion, you know, it depends on the vibe. Some days you're a forward cap guy, some days you're a backwards cap guy.
How about sideways?
Sideways?
You know, those guys
Hell
who-
no.
Like slightly sideways.
Like one of these?
Yeah.
No.
No. Definitely not that.
So we do have quite a bit to go through today.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Let's do some weekly updates. First things first is I would like to talk about my fear of flying update. Because recently, Roman and I went on a quick little weekend vacay excursion trip. And
Where did you guys go?
So we went to Vancouver. We went to the West Coast, and I didn't realize that it's actually a very long flight. It's 5 hours to get to the other side of Canada, which I know Canada's huge, but I was just like, why does it need to be so long to get there? You know? So anyways, the thing with me is that, yes, everyone knows I'm afraid of flying. We've talked about this on the podcast a couple of times, but like, I go anyways and I do it anyways. But this time I was like particularly scared. However, I think I kind of like held myself together pretty well. Do you think?
Yeah, you did good. You did pretty good. On the way there, you did good. On the way back, there was a bit of turbulence, so you're...
Well, I just kind of want to talk about, in general, fear of flying, or just like fears and phobias in general, like as a full-grown adult, because it feels silly as fuck. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I avoid talking about, I mean, other than right here, I've talked about it a lot, but I avoid like one-on-one, other than you or maybe even Fran. Sometimes not even Fran, because I feel like she just doesn't really listen. But I avoid talking about how scared I am, or like what can go wrong, or like all of the intrusive thoughts that come with this phobia. And like, again, this goes for any phobia, whether you're afraid, whether you're claustrophobic, whether you're so terribly scared of insects or like whatever. I avoid talking about it because, like, as a full-grown adult, it seems silly because it's irrational. It's an irrational, illogical fear. But what I realized is, as I was doing like research and just like, I really like researched a lot before this flight, specifically through ChatGPT, which literally acted like my personal therapist. I actually messaged my therapist. No, seriously. I messaged my therapist and I was like, hey, can we like chat before my flight? Because I'm really having a lot of anxiety and I don't know why. Like, I know why, but like, I kind of want tools. Unfortunately, we couldn't make anything work. So I just asked ChatGPT what I would have asked my therapist. And I'm not saying ChatGPT is a therapist, so don't use ChatGPT for therapy. But
I mean, I feel like it kind of is, no?
For that short term, just as a quick fix, it was giving me all of these reasons and like logic as to why I shouldn't be scared. But I'm saying this all to say that like people that with phobias or like that are extremely scared of something, like you can tell them something that's logical, but all logic goes out the window when you're terrified of something. And I was trying to explain this to you. You're like, oh, but like nothing will happen. I'm like, yeah, but I'm terrified. Like, I'm actually fucking so terrified. I'm doing it anyway, but I'm so scared. And
it's just hard to like put yourself in someone's shoes when you don't have the same fear, right? Like,
yeah,
you know the feeling of fear, but you don't really understand someone else's fear.
Yeah, exactly. And I think one of my tips that I did this time around, I guess we have the podcast, so it made it a bit easier, was like I posted like a story like, hey, anybody else scared of flying? Like, what do you guys do? Like, whatever. And like there were people who reached out that genuinely cared to like give me advice, and like talking to people actually really helps. And I know that seems easier said than done, but like I said, on the flip side, sometimes you feel silly talking about your fears, right? Like you feel like I feel like the other person's going to be annoyed. But the people who reached out and like were just like, don't worry, you got this, or like trying to give me like some tips and like facts really help. So like actually try and reach out to people, talk to your therapist. If you have a phobia, if you have a fear of flying, and some actionable tips that helped me this time around was box breathing. Everyone says like just breathe. Actually, but if you actually do it, you know when
What's
people say
box
just
breathing?
breathe? Like actually just
like,
do it
it's
though.
like, I think it's breathe in for 3.
No, you breathe in for 4, you hold for 4, you breathe out for 4, and then you hold at the bottom for 4, and you keep doing that. And during takeoff, I was doing that. And I recorded a video of myself during takeoff because I wanted to see what I look like. And it's so funny. I'll try and post a video here. But I was just like breathing and like looking around like this. And I was like looking at myself and I felt so bad for myself. But then I was proud of myself. I'm like, you did it. Like you literally did it. So breathing helps. I know that seems so basic, but it really does help. Like especially when you're fucking terrified.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was just something I wanted to share.
That has helped me on flight is like making it my alone time. Like, yeah, it's terrifying to know that you're in the air and like nobody, like, I don't know, if something were to happen, it's out of your control. But I think it helps that they also have Wi-Fi now on the flight. So I pay for Wi-Fi. I don't give a shit. On my flight to Italy, it was like $10 for 8 hours and I paid for it because it's like.
Really? That's good.
Yeah. For us, it was $6 every half hour.
That's bad. That's
shit.
What the fuck? Mine was like, I think maybe like $10 to $20 for 8 hours, which was like pretty good.
Yeah.
It made me feel reassured that like if I was going down or something happened, I can like text someone for why I had my Wi-Fi. Because that's my biggest fear is like, knock on wood, if something were to happen, no one knows. Like no one knows until something happens. You know what I mean? I downloaded all my shows. I listened to my ASMR. I had like my skincare. I was missing my, like I just made it kind of like more of like an experience. But I think if you have the chance to like, or the means to buy the Wi-Fi on the plane, I think that makes a huge difference. You can't even tell like you're in the air.
Yeah, it's probably more comforting.
It's so much more comforting.
Yeah, that's another tip that GPT gave me is that you should surround yourself with familiar things.
Yeah, that's why. So like when you're just chilling on the
with Instagram,
you
you're always scrolling on Instagram, or like my sleep mask that I sleep with every night, or like my good headphones I wear every day, not like random new pair. But
some fears you can't have tips for. Like my fear is the most irrational thing. It's of murderers and getting killed by a murderer. Like it's the most stupid like
but technically
fear.
Being as terrified as I am is irrational because like there's
have you seen that show what's that show about people's fears?
Fear Factor.
No, it's like people with the dumbest fears. Like people are like scared of balloons. Some people have like
you're talking
like
but they're
scared
actually
of like
terrified.
Grass. Like cut grass scares them. Like
phobia.
Well, that goes down to like deep rooted shit. Like if you're scared of grass, like what happens to you?
Yeah.
That you.
Yeah.
Sorry, on the topic of fears, me and Fran watched Fear Factor yesterday. I forgot how much I love that show.
God, yeah.
And let's talk about these 3 because like
we should go on Fear Factor.
My toxic trait is thinking that I can do everything these people do and just thinking like, friends like you can't do that. I'm like, no, watch me. So one was
you think you can put your head in a box with surrounded by bugs?
Okay,
everywhere?
wait. So one of them was they had to hold on to like a rope in the water while a helicopter pulls them to the water, and like they have to hold on the longest. Which I was like, okay, that's kind of like easy. It's not that bad. Then the second one was they had to. Oh my god, this was disgusting. They had to take cow eyeballs, squeeze the juice out of it with their eye, with their mouth, the teeth, fill a cup, and then drink the eyeball juice.
Yum.
Okay, and then the third one one of them was they had to put their head in a box of cockroaches, millipedes, and like separate the insects with their teeth. I was like, this is where I draw the line.
That's bad. No, I could not.
One girl was like, I'm not doing it. It smells like shit. I'm like, dude, that's
was that the last round?
Yeah, no, one of the rounds that was terrifying because I'm very claustrophobic, so I have a fear of like tight spaces. They were in a body bag, dipped down into water. The water was equalizing in like cement, like they were like and they had to unlock themselves, and everybody quit. No one did it, but one person. Everybody fucking quit.
Dude, that sounds like a death trap, like an accidental death trap.
That's what some people said. Someone was like, you understand the feeling of being alone in the water? Like it felt like I was dying, but obviously there's people there, like. People emergency people.
But like
still. Oh my god, seeing them struggle gave me anxiety. Like they're like, and then they like almost pass out. You're in the water. Anyways, I just thought that was fucking terrifying. What's your biggest fear? Like, what are you really scared of?
When I was a kid, I remember being really scared of heights. Like I was just scared of like heights I couldn't control. I feel like now that with my job, I've like adjusted to heights. Mm-hmm. But not right at this moment, roller coasters. I hate roller coasters.
We've never been on a roller coaster together.
That's kind of like heights, though.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, same like
so I told him, imagine like you had to. go on a roller coaster. Or, like, I don't have to go on a plane, but like if I want to go to certain places, like if I want to travel overseas, like to Europe, I have to. So imagine you had to go on a roller coaster to like have the life you desire.
I honestly can't remember the feeling. It's because it's been so long that like I've been avoiding it, so I don't remember that. We're gonna go to
Fear Fest this year, and you're gonna go on a roller coaster, a small one, a baby one.
We'll start slow.
Really?
Yeah.
Say it to the camera.
I'll go to Fear Factor.
Have you been?
Or Fear Fest. What's it called? Fear Fest?
I don't know. Is it Halloween Haunt?
Halloween Haunt? Have you been on a roller coaster before or no?
Yeah. Like when I was younger, I went on like the Ghoster Coaster and shit like that.
So
like
we're gonna go on Behemoth.
But I don't know if I'm gonna commit to that. That's crazy.
No, Leviathan's too much. We'll go on Behemoth.
It's like 300 feet in the air.
Oh yeah. And
in a seat.
And there's no straps.
I don't know. Canada's really recently. I've seen so many stories of the roller coasters, and I'm like,
yeah, I don't trust them. Like, I just don't trust roller coasters.
I think as you get older, you kind of realize your life is at stake and how much you have to lose. When you're younger, you're like, woohoo. Even when you're older, you're like, fuck.
Even with planes when I was younger, I don't remember being that fucking scared. Now I just like know too much. I see the news.
I think that's what it is. We have too much knowledge.
I'm like too controlling of my own life now that I'm just like, I need to drive this plane. I would feel better if I was driving the plane. You know what I mean? And like, do you ever suss out the pilots? Like, I always look at the pilots that are going into the terminal like before us, and I was like, does he look young or old? He looks like he's been doing this for like 40 years. We're good. Or if it's like a new pilot, you're like, fuck, this is his first flight.
That's rude. It's not. I know. That's ageism.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure there'd be.
It's not ageism. Come on. Really?
It is.
Okay.
You're judging based on how young they look.
I kind of want to talk about what you thought about the West Coast, Vancouver. Like, I think that we've had the opportunity to travel a lot in our lives, like me, you, Fran, whatever. But I don't think she has either. We've never been to the West Coast at all of Canada or North America. Like, this was our first time. We've been to Banff. That doesn't really count.
It's not really even West Coast. Like, it's not even a coast. It's not even a coastal province.
No, it's not, but it's like on the west. But still, we've never been on the West Coast. Like, we were at the Pacific Ocean, you know, and I thought that was pretty cool. What did you think about the West Coast, Vancouver? Would you recommend it? Like, what are the vibes? I
really like the ambiance of Vancouver. Like, it just really promotes like a very natural and like healthy mindset there. I think it's like, I feel like a lot of people don't have anxiety in BC. Like, I feel like it's more like a very... They're very like down to earth over there. In a sense.
And I feel like it feels like, even though it's like a vast space, like not Vancouver itself, but like the area that we were in, just like BC, like Vancouver, Richmond, whatever. Even though it's like a big area, you feel like you're in a small community for like the vibes. You know, it's like small town feeling, even though it's not really a small town. Even though it's
huge, there's mountains around everywhere, you and shit.
Yeah.
Like it actually looks huge.
Everyone's fit.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's fit. Like healthier there. Like it's weird.
We're at the beach where like vibe. Everyone has like a 6-pack and tattoos. Like everyone's
no body hair. Everyone was like hairless.
Really?
Like just like, dude, it was like everyone was just taken out of a magazine or something. It's crazy.
Interesting.
I liked it. I don't think I could live on the West Coast. I don't know why. When we go to like Miami and Fort Lauderdale, I feel like I could live there forever. Like I feel like I could just like
it's more tropical, right? Like the tropical vibes are like good vibes.
You know what I think it could be too? The time zone. Because I felt like if did you just drink my drink?
I've been drinking it.
Why does that matter?
Because I hate when like other
you wouldn't even finish that anyways.
I think what kind of tripped me out is that like if it's like 9 p.m. or like on the West Coast, like I can't message like my mom, my sister, my friends that are not on the West Coast because they're sleeping. That makes you feel kind of isolated.
In that aspect, it's weird. You feel like lonelier because you're almost like in your own time zone.
Yeah,
like
I'm sure you
get
going
used
with
your
it,
own like frame of time or whatever. But
I would definitely go back and visit. I don't know if I could live there. Every time I go somewhere, I'm like, can I live here? I don't know if I could live there. Maybe.
Yeah, you're going too deep with it. You know, you don't have to live there. You could just go there once a year.
Yeah, literally.
Next up on the roster, which Rome, you're probably gonna take a backseat to this conversation, but I kind of want to discuss Selling Sunset. So many thoughts.
I
first of all,
it in one day.
I didn't finish everything, so don't talk about it yet.
I binged that fucking. Francie watched it too.
I'm at the part where Chelsea, Emma, and Chriselle are sitting on the couch, and Chelsea tells Chriselle to call Brie.
Chriselle's such a joke's name.
I hate those three. I cannot fucking stand them. I'm sorry. I know that sounds bad, especially Emma. And
Emma pisses me off.
Emma's just like a pro. Like she's just a prop.
Emma just goes where the wind blows.
I'm sorry. She is not like. Does she even sell real estate? I
think she does. Yeah,
she probably does. I know
she is very successful, but
however, she should not be on that show. She brings nothing. Nothing. What are you giving me?
What's your favorite?
Probably Brie.
Same,
or
I like Mary.
I like Mary. I do like Amanza.
Yeah.
Nicole, I like, But like now,
Nicole.
no.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I don't know. I can't tell with her.
Yeah, I know. Like sometimes I like
She's
her and feel
kind of
bad
like-
for her.
No, I think she brings it on herself. To be honest, I'm kind of just indifferent about her. I really like Brie. From what I see, again, we don't know these people and how they actually are.
I feel
That
like
drama that happened with Chelsea's husband, apparently everyone knew about it already, and like it was just a storyline they had to run with. I think Emma's rude.
She's so
and
rude.
annoying. Like, can we just take in Mary brought empanadas to her dog's viewing, whatever, and
I
then she
didn't see
threw
this
them.
part yet.
Did you see Mary's dog died or no?
No.
Okay, well I have to talk about that. So Mary's dog died, Nico. Okay, and it was this huge storyline of the show because I guess she has shared custody with like Jason, whatever, and they had like a viewing for it or like a party for it or something. And it was like a potluck, and everyone had to bring something. And Mary brought empanadas, and Emma was like, "How can Mary bring empanadas if she knows that like I'm the empanada queen? Like, how would you even bring empanadas if like I make empanadas?" And she threw Mary's empanadas off the balcony.
And what did Mary do?
I don't know. Mary kind of like looked at the camera, like her face was kind of just like, "What the like? How is someone talking about that? That's so rude." Her dog just died.
That's what I'm saying. She's
I don't
literally
know.
a
She's
prop.
just
She
so
just
weird.
does things for like.
She's just so weird.
She's just on autopilot.
And she does it for the memes. Like honestly, like she's so annoying, and she's just not pleasant. She's just not pleasant in any sense of the word. And also like the way that this show glamorizes real estate, like it's not even about the real estate. Like it's not about like real estate as a career. You know? It's about like their
lives.
outfits. It's about their outfits and like how rich. It's just so unrealistic. And like it was really good. It was really good in the first seasons, but now I just feel like it's too what's the word? Like out of grabs for people. That it's I guess that's why people like it though.
I like it.
Like it's forced? What do
I
you
like
mean
the
it's-
trashy reality part of it. Like I like that.
It's just like
But-
no, like there is such a small amount of real estate agents that are actually like that. Like
You
most
girl,
real estate
Alana.
agents are fucking struggling agents. You know?
Yeah.
Not like
not in LA, Sam. LA
yeah,
is like
friend. In LA as well. Go look at the O group. Look how many agents are in part of the O group.
Did you like the new girl, Lana?
Yeah.
She's from Nobleton. Is that weird?
Really?
Yeah. She's like from Nobleton. I really
Such
like
a
that.
weird aspect to a show, like just real estate agents and like their
they're
life.
just pretty real estate agents
Yeah.
and like drama. But Alana like is the best dressed looking one. It's funny because Bree's like, ugh, she's so basic.
Yeah,
Like,
why? Because she doesn't have a
No, that's
teddy
just
bear,
like-
a teddy bear shaped purse.
that's
like
just like how everyone dresses here. So it's like everyone
she
here
looks
is
like she's from Nobleton. No shade
Canadian gal.
at all. Okay, any other weekly updates from you guys?
Not really.
Not really.
Okay, so I kind of want to get into fall themed podcast today. We're heading into October by this time.
That's
we're like more than half.
September. That's
Right?
crazy. That's crazy.
And I was
Summer's like it's almost literally fall. Yeah, it's crazy.
Summer's done.
it's fall.
10 more days.
And like September to December just goes by for me like this. Like the months just all combine because there's Thanksgiving, there's Christmas, like Halloween, everything.
To be honest, this is my favorite time of the year.
Me
though.
too,
Like,
I
I
love
love
fall.
this part of the year. It
Me
makes
too.
me smile. I love fall.
Why?
It's just such a good vibe. The-
cozy.
yeah, the summer's done. All like the busyness is done. All the kids are back in school. Everyone's kind of like relaxed.
Yeah, I agree. I love fall.
I feel like it's such a good time.
And I was thinking about it, like as I'm like trying to just like mentally prepare for fall, I was kind of thinking like the natural cycle of fall is like renewal, right? Because the trees are shedding their leaves, like they're getting ready to kind of like hibernate and then like renew for the spring. So like you're getting ready for a time of like shedding and renewal. And that's like nature, which we as humans are technically really connected to, but we always set goals in the new year, which seems like a random time, like nature wise, like just like in the dead of winter, like shit's already dead. Like it's not even spring in January. Like why are we just
Yeah.
randomly setting goals? So I was like, why not set goals in September? Or not even set goals, but like think about like a new way that we want to enter like the rest of the year. Because if the leaves are shedding, then like why don't we shed as well?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So I kind of wanted to ask you guys, what are some things that you're ready to let go of that may have like built up over the spring and summer? I have some, but I kind of wanted to ask you guys. So like just think about things that you'd want to like shed or like put to the side and like just get rid of for the rest of the year to focus on new things.
I would say first would be the idea of like, how do I explain this? The idea that like you need that like money drives your happiness, which is so cliche.
Why do you feel like that has built up over this last year though? Or do you think that like your realization of this has built up to now that you're ready to shed that away?
I just think it's because like I've been like the only full-time job I've had up until now is like corporate. And I think that that's all I've known, like job-wise. And I've been so motivated about like making more money or the money that comes with it that sometimes I feel like I've lost what I actually want to do in life or my passion. Like I'm just like chasing money and not chasing my passion, which will eventually give me the money that I want. So what?
Sorry, I was just gonna say, and like I feel like sometimes when people say that, it becomes like overwhelming that like you need to find one passion. But I don't think that's the case because like something that I'm realizing too that has taken me a couple years is that you can like many things. And I think like part of this shedding is also just like shedding what we think that the norm is when it comes to like making money or what you want to do with your life, you know?
I want to be a dynamic person. Like I want to have, and I do have many different kinds of but not to say like hobbies are going to make you money. It could, but I have a lot of different hobbies. I have a lot of different passions. I have a lot of different things I like to dip into. I don't think it's a bad thing. And I'm shedding the mentality of like, you got to work 9 to 5. You got to make this money. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to buy a house. You got to do this. Me and Sam, we didn't have an argument, but like, sorry, we're getting into like just the norm, like buying a house instead of renting. I'm really trying to think like, because everyone says you got to buy a house, you need to buy.
We didn't get into an argument. I was just saying that like, just, like if you have the means to buy a house and it makes sense for your cash flow, I think that that's a good investment.
We were doing pros and cons, right? But I always grew up in like that. Renting is you're wasting your money, or you can't like renting is this, renting is that instead of buying. So I don't know. I'm just trying to shed like. And I obviously appreciate the advice and I appreciate like logical advice and insights, but I'm trying to shed the like you need to or you have to or you should mindset, I guess. That's one of mine.
That's a good one.
We'll do like one. We'll go around this. Yeah. One of mine is that I think it was a very busy summer for me. And I think it was great. Like I think it's great to be busy if it's like with good things, but I do feel like it was a lot of me doing and going places for other people. Like I said yes to them. No one was holding a gun to my head and being like, go, you need to do this, you need to do that. But a lot of it was like, if I don't go, like, how will it look? Or like, I want to make other people happy sort of thing. Well, I'm not going to specifically point them out, but just like events or even like smaller things or feeling like I need to check up on certain aspects. And I think that I'm ready to let go of that people-pleasing aspect of me and do and say yes to things that are for me and not for anyone else. Like if I don't feel like going to this gathering because it doesn't even have to be a gathering, it could be whatever. If I'm just using this as an example. If I don't feel like going to this gathering because I feel like I need some time to like, I don't know, like replenish my energy, I'm not going to go. Like there's been so many times like where I look at you on a Friday or Saturday night and we're like, fuck. Like, we have to go.
I wish we could have just been watching movies tonight.
Yeah, but sometimes you really need that. Like, this week for me has been such a busy week. Such a busy week. A lot of it isn't, like, going places for other people. It's, like, more for, like, work and, like, business stuff. But I'm saying that to say that when you're so busy and you don't have that time for yourself, for me, like, I feel like everyone's eating my energy. Like, I need that time to just, like, chill. Or like be with myself, not like wake up at 5 a.m. and go all the way until like today, like 8:30 p.m.
Yeah, you
like,
always need time for yourself. It's like healthy, right?
Yeah, and I feel like this
mind.
Yeah, and I feel like this summer it was a lot of me going places and saying yes and doing things for other people. Again, it was all fun and great, but I do want to focus the fall on like more myself, like more looking inward. You know,
I have two things on that. One, I think you could also go in reverse, like instead of like not saying yes to everything, like start saying yes. Sorry, reverse that. You're saying that you don't want to say yes to things that like you don't feel like going to, right?
Right.
I think another like thing that I'm trying to work on is like doing things by myself if other people don't want to go.
Yeah.
So for example, like if I want to go on a weekend trip or I want to go somewhere, but like no one else wants to come with me, just do it anyways because like you can't wait on people.
Yeah.
It's like the opposite of that. Second, I think for me, like a big thing in the summer is I feel like I need to be, so you said like watching movies with Sam. Me and Fran will obviously have like weekends where we don't go out. We don't want to spend money or maybe we just don't want to go. We want to chill. And I was looking at that as like a negative aspect. I was being like,
yeah, because it's summer. You're like, oh, I need to get
exactly.
Like,
I was like, we're boring. Like we don't do anything adventurous. But it's not. That wasn't the case. Like we still did. Like did things. But I was looking at us. Like I was getting like mad almost. Like I caused arguments because of it. Like we're not doing anything. What do you mean? He's like, oh, just like chill. Because like I like my schedule to be like busy packed. But Why? Like, why? Just to say that I did it, or just to go? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Do you have any?
I feel like I've been overthinking a lot this year, and I kind of just want to like tap into my younger self, my younger self mentality, and just kind of remember that just let life happen and stop overthinking situations or like thinking too deeply into things.
Like what?
I don't know, like work, like, oh, where's work going to take me here? Like things out of my control, like in my control, but with time,
yeah.
Like you feel like decisions you've made in this last year, you're kind of like pondering over them a lot. You've been pondering over decisions you've made.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like some things you can't control, and you just find out with time if it's worth it or and I just really gotta.
Yeah, because I feel like you naturally are very like go with the flow. I think it's good to have a little bit of both.
That's what I'm saying. I'm usually like that, but like I noticed this year, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or not, but I've been overthinking more, and I don't like that. I think overthinking is a waste of time, and it just skews what you naturally wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like overthinking. So I really want to like kind of revert that part that my body's trying to go towards.
Yeah.
In my mind, but.
Okay, I have another one. I want to shed off the wedding pressure.
Question. How did you guys like your engagement party? We had an engagement
amazing.
party. It was in August, which is kind of like a long time.
We already talked about this, didn't we?
Did we? Not on the podcast.
Yeah, I think we did. We had an Aperol Spritz theme.
Oh, maybe we did, but Rowan wasn't here.
Yeah, I
Did
wasn't.
you feel like overwhelmed?
No, I honestly really liked it. Everything was perfect in my eyes.
But I mean, like feeling wise, were you like, oh my god, it's happening? Like,
yeah. Oh, like in that sense. Yeah.
No, I actually didn't feel like because it was the engagement party. Like it still isn't.
No, I still felt that way. Seeing like both our families finally together, like in full.
Yeah.
Like with everybody, all our cousins, all our nunnos and
it's so
nunnas
weird
and
when you
stuff,
see like two families come together because you're like looking at two people talking. You're like, oh yeah, they would get along. Like they would.
Yeah, I'm acting one way with my family, then I see your family like, hey.
Yeah. My mom's yelling at me. I'm like, Mom, stop. I'm like, oh hi.
Yeah.
So jokes. Can't even see what you're saying.
So yeah, I want to shut off wedding pressure. It's bothering me that you're drinking my drink.
Who cares, man?
We gave ourselves. Well, not we. Well, yeah, we gave ourselves more than a year to plan a wedding for a reason, especially knowing that like I'm somebody who always like has a lot going on. You have a lot going on. We're just busy. I'm sure everyone is, but like knowing that, I knew if I had to plan a wedding in under a year, things would have to move very quickly. And with me being in a point in my life where I'm just like sort of like dipping my hands in different areas and like seeing where it goes, like I didn't feel like I wanted to move so quickly. Some people do and they like can, and that's great. But we strategically did it this way for a reason. But like there's still like people and like social media giving opinions and advice, and they literally keep me up at night. Like I'll be like, oh, fuck, maybe we should do it this way. Maybe we should do this. Maybe this photographer this and there.
But that's what I mean. That goes back to overthinking. You're like, then you start like going in this cycle where like you don't think what you're thinking.
But specifically
like,
for
this
the
isn't
wedding.
good enough anymore. Like maybe I need to do this.
Yeah.
Like
so that's and it's just basically just like pressure from like not from other people, but like just I'm putting it onto myself. Really, it's pressure from outside sources that I'm letting affect me. Because I could easily be like you and be like, who cares? Like not gonna let it affect me. But like I see other people planning weddings. I'm like, oh, should I be doing that? I need to do that. And I'm like, wait, no, like it's not time for that yet. Like I can chill, but you can't help it. You know what I mean? Like it's all around you. Everyone's getting married. Everyone's, and then there's like people giving opinions. Like, oh, even Fran. Like every day, every time I see Fran, you should probably start doing this. I'm like, have you been married before? Like, I didn't know that you've been married.
Well, I just say it because, again, I see it on social media, but then I just think of you like, oh, have you done it yet?
So she's like, you should probably be planning your bridal shower. And I'm like, fuck.
That's why social media sucks though for situations like this, Like you always see like people doing things and like people doing other like things a certain way, and it just makes you question the way you're doing it. And
like, I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way. Like I appreciate other people's advice and opinions, and Fran and my mom, whoever, being like, hey, like you should do this or look at this, look at that. Like obviously I want that. I don't want no one to, it would be shit if no one was talking to me about it and caring about it.
Yeah,
but
obviously.
I think that I need to remind myself that, and we both need to remind ourselves that this day is primarily for you and I. Of course it's for our family too, but primarily it's for you and I. And we need to make decisions. We need to not make decisions with other people's preferences mainly in mind. And B, make decisions quickly because we feel like we're going to fall behind. We just need to like go with the flow. I'm saying we, mostly
if people care about you and love you and stuff, like the day's gonna be awesome no matter what you do.
No matter what happens.
And like again, like it's not other people like putting pressure on me. It's really just like opinions that I think about, or other people's preferences that I think that they would prefer that I think about that keep me up. Or like I see shit on social media, I'm like fuck. And like throughout this whole summer, like you should see my calendar. It's like wedding session, wedding session, wedding session, and like for an hour every morning. And I'm like, but I feel like I'm not getting anywhere sometimes, and it's just like a lot. So I need to just like fucking chill out a little bit.
I feel like you're not getting a lot of places because a lot of it's like financial too, right? Like it involves like a big financial decision.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like you can't really like move forward until you make that big.
You could just make like brainstorming, but you can't really action on it.
I can, but it's just a big decision, right? Like something that costs like however much, a lot of money is like, okay, I'm not just like, yeah, go with that.
And it's a slow burn as well because it's like a year away. You know what I mean? So like, a year's a long time. Although time flies by, but like a year is still 365 days.
What trips me out is that like I talk to people, they're like, so did you do this yet? And I'm like, no. Should I have?
They're just asking, right? Like they're not asking, saying like, you're not done yet.
No,
you know?
I know that. I know that. But to me, it's just like, and then I'm like, should I have done that already? Or they're like, oh, so how's planning going? Everyone asks me, how's planning going? I'm like, good. What did you do so far? And I'm like,
I feel like it's just a conversation thing though, you know? But I know what you mean.
That's like a you thing that like you feel weird about that, I think. Because people are just trying to like...
No, I'm not saying it's other people.
No, I know. But maybe like you're just getting in your head and overwhelmed. Like maybe that's a trigger for you because it's so overwhelming. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is a trigger. That's why I'm saying I want to shed off that pressure of feeling like everything needs to go perfect and needs to be like in this perfect timing. Like I just got to do...
Surrender to the flow of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that book.
Anyone else have any other shedding?
No.
Oh, I'm definitely going to be shedding my skin soon once it gets cold. I have a nice tan going, but...
yeah, we're going to be pale. I hate being pale in the winter.
Self-tan.
Yeah, spray tans and self-tan.
If you guys could redo, again, we're treating this as a little ceremonial shedding session. We're all shedding together in time for fall.
I'm going to drink some ayahuasca at the end of this. Spiritual...
If you could redo one aspect from the past year, what would it be and why? From the past 9 months of this year, what would it be and why?
God, I forget the last fucking like.
I know.
I
have like no memory of months anymore. All I remember is from when I went to Italy to now. I swear to God, I don't remember January, February, March, or April.
So, is there anything in the last little bit you feel like you would redo? And like when you look back on it, like would you do anything differently, knowing like you were going to the last bit of the year?
No, I would say no because I think I've underwent like a huge transformation in terms of like personally with myself. Like I just feel like I've shifted from the beginning of the year to now. I just feel like my mindset has shifted, who I am.
You
like
leveled up.
I honestly feel like I leveled up. Like I don't know if it's because I don't know. It's just something in the air. Like
because of me?
No. I was gonna say because I turned 25.
Because of my sister.
No, I don't know what it is.
I hate to. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Go.
I just feel like I've my mentality has shifted and the choices I've made have led me to where I am now. And I do believe they're the right choices. So I would say no.
Same. I'm tired of regretting shit and tired of like going back on things that I've decided on. Like life is literally about choices and decisions. Like if you made a decision, it's going a certain way and that's how your life is going to go. If you made a different decision, it would have gone another way. There's no point in like regretting what you did. Like you're here now, you know?
That's why I believe you got to go with your gut feeling because that's like that's the choice like you genuinely want to make in most situations, you know? So when you follow that, you're usually happy.
And what are you guys excited about for the rest of the year?
Halloween.
Yeah, I guess for the rest of the year. I love Christmas time.
I just like cozy vibes.
I love Thanksgiving.
I love spending money on
good
gifts.
Food, leftovers for like a
gift
week.
Giving. I love gift giving. I plan gifts like...
We have like some trips coming up. I think that we haven't really been on that many trips this year, have we? I don't know.
Not that many, no. Not as many as last year.
We went on more trips last year.
We went on like 3 or 4 trips last year, which I feel like is a lot for a year.
Yeah,
each,
you know?
4 each. Like they weren't even all together.
Like flights and everything, not just like going to the cottage or something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was like full on vacations. There was a lot of them.
Okay, so to end off this episode, we're going to play... What?
Oh, you have it too. Sorry.
Why are you feeling my body?
No, because I have like a pointy bone. What the fuck is that? But you have it too.
It's a bone.
It's the funny bone, no? In your elbow?
Oh, no, it's this. Not this, but this. Anyways, sorry guys. My hypochondria just kicked in.
We are going to end off this episode with a this or that fall coded edition.
Wait, I like that last question.
Did I skip a question?
Yeah, share a fall-related memory.
Okay, before that, let's all share a fall-related memory that stands out to us.
Apple picking. I don't know what it is about apple picking in the farm and pumpkin patches. I just remember when we were kids, we used to go to this one farm. I think it was Applewood Farm in Stouffville, and they had that huge wagon ride that would take you like through the fields, and there was like farm animals, and I don't know. That's my favorite.
I love corn mazes. I fucking love them.
Well, yeah, like
Corn mazes?
Yeah, like I know, but specifically corn mazes, and no one ever wants to go with me in a corn maze. Like, remember I told you about it? When were we
I've seen like 7 horror movies with a corn maze
literally.
in it.
Yeah, but it's broad daylight. Nothing's gonna
With
happen.
that specifically, a
Children
corn
of
maze.
the Corn.
What's a fall-related memory that you?
I have this vivid memory of like my first house with my parents and stuff. Like we're on Mojave across from STL. I have this vivid memory of like me and a few of my neighbors just playing outside and like the smell of the air and just like the leaves on the
Crisp
ground.
air.
I have like a very like vivid like all the senses tingle when I think of this memory. Like I can smell it, I can taste it. Like it's crazy.
We should think
That's a big fall memory.
It's
for me.
good to like hold on to memories like that because like no, like Fran said, like sometimes you can't remember. There's so much that goes on in life every single day. Like you can't like sometimes my therapist will be like, so like when you were like around 10, I was like, I
Don't ask me about that.
Don't fucking ask me. I don't know.
Yo, imagine when you're like 60.
Yeah.
Like,
So that's
like
why
you
when
have to remember like things in your 20s. Like it seems like, how do you not forget your life? Like as you age, you know? Like
That's terrifying.
so when you do have a memory like
Right?
you just
it's actually scary.
like you just mentioned, when you do have a memory like that, it's good to like think about it every once in a while to like cling on to that, you know?
Sorry, I just thought of something really scary. It's almost like your memory withers away as you get older because it's preparing you for death.
It
and, like,
does.
Nothing when you reach nothing anymore. Oh my god, that's terrifying.
yeah, little side quest combo. Like that's why like Alzheimer's is fucking terrifying. Like you forget who you are as a person while you're still alive, and like people forget who you are too, and like
Yeah.
Our great grandma like died from my nonna's mom passed away from Alzheimer's, and it was crazy. Like she didn't know. Like we would come in, she would be like, "Who is this?"
you're like your memories of that person are also fading because you're starting to remember them as this new person that they're becoming. So it's kind of like it's even more sad. It's like,
You know what though? Like that's like with everybody in life. It's kind of crazy how life goes because like as you get older, you have memories of certain people, even your mom or your dad or your like whoever. And if there's been drastic changes in those people, it's almost like you don't remember. Like it's almost like you're thinking of two different people because like the person that you're remembering from childhood is like it's like you're getting to know a totally new person. It's so weird how life works, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, that was a little depressing side quest. So like I was saying, to kick off the fall season on Keeping It Cento, we're going to play a little game of This or That, Fall Coded Edition.
God.
Okay.
Elon Musk. Wait, no, we're not playing.
What? I said fall edition.
No,
Where does
sorry.
Elon Musk?
No, because I was thinking of when you kill Mary or something and Elon Musk came up. Love or hate.
Fuck
no.
one, marry one, kill one, or whatever.
Yeah, and then we're playing that. It was like Elon Musk. It was so
Okay.
weird.
Elon Musk was on there.
Yeah.
Actually, let's play Smash or Pass.
See, that was it.
Pumpkin picking. Smash. I'm just gonna say fucking pass because
pass
every
for
time we've
sure.
been
Hard
pumpkin picking,
pass.
he's like,
Leave that to the farmers,
Which
man.
guy?
Leave that to
Now
the
I have a
farmers.
question here. Do guys actually enjoy going to the farm, or you guys just do it because your girlfriends like to do it?
Yo, one guy, tell me you enjoy that shit. You'd rather do that than anything else on like a Sunday morning or something.
There's one guy who'd be like, "I love my girlfriend. I'll do whatever I want."
yeah.
No, but like
You're actually a huge fucking piece of shit. I would never do that to my girl. I'd always be so happy to spend time with her.
I actually wonder those guys like actually like doing that. Anyways, smash for me.
Smash. Apple picking.
Smash.
What's with all the fruit and stuff?
So basically anything to do with outdoor activities.
Dude, there's farmers for a reason, man. They're picking that shit all day and
Like,
get
I
paid
don't
for
actually
it.
want to eat the apples. Like I don't really care that much. It's like the activity of
experience.
picking apples.
I feel like it's something you do once and it's just like, and then
Ever?
you do it
Once
with your
ever?
kids.
Or once a year?
That's it. Once ever.
It's like,
Like, how fun is it? Like,
oh, I forgot to tell you, on October 5th or something, we're going to Pingle's Farm.
October
apple-
6th.
for apple
the hell's
picking.
Pingle's Farm?
Apple picking.
Yeah, by the way, we're going
God.
apple picking. Haunted houses. Smash.
Yeah, they'll smash.
We go every year to a haunted house. Pick another one.
Baking pumpkin pies.
I don't
Pass.
bake. I'll eat pumpkin pie.
Pass it. I don't like baking's so scientific. Just like,
yeah, you have to be like exact when it comes to
I
baking.
can make banana bread. I make some good fucking banana bread, but that's about it. Don't
Yeah,
ask
you
me to
do.
make a pumpkin pie this fall because I will not. Pass.
I like making food. Smash. That's pretty cool.
Leaf peeping. What the fuck is
Leaf peeping?
Like jumping into leaves?
Taking scenic drives or hikes to view the changing fall foliage.
That's a pass.
Why?
Driving around to see leaves falling? Like, fuck.
I say smash. I love
Just
hiking.
wasting gas.
Oh my God. Like your perspective is just
like, for example, like driving to Niagara Falls where like the whole scenery would change and like you're there now in the fall.
You could also
opposed to
just
summer.
drive on Dufferin where that valley is.
Like if I'm going somewhere, yeah, I like seeing like the leaves or like looking out the windows and the nature and stuff. But like to like just plan a night around that or like a day. Like let's just go drive around and watch the leaves fall.
Hiking. How about hiking?
Hiking, yeah. I like hiking too.
Drive-in movies. Smash.
Smash, yeah. Driving movies are sick.
I don't remember the last time
Especially
I
in
went
the
to one.
fall, no bugs. Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like colder.
Yeah.
What? Football games. Pass, because I think that's more American in the fall.
Pass. I have a lot of buddies that love football,
season.
die for it, but like,
But it's in the fall, right? It's like now starting.
yeah, it just started. It
Yeah.
started like 2 weeks ago.
What's it
And
called
it ends in
again?
February, the Super Bowl.
The NFL.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
NFL. Yeah.
Wait, is it Super Bowl or NFL?
No.
The Super Bowl is like with the NFL.
Oh,
Rome, you wanted to look at her like, really? But then you didn't because it
It's
wasn't.
what?
sorry, you know.
That was a bruh.
Like you know how like soccer you have like Premier League, but you also have World Cup and it's like separate.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
What?
The Euro Cup,
Like
you meant?
soccer, you have.
Speaking
like,
of
whatever.
soccer,
Soccer.
I might be just as good as Fran in soccer.
Relax.
Yeah.
No, come on.
I was also wearing like not my
It
equipment.
was a 1v1. Wasn't it a soccer
and it was-
1v1?
I was wearing equipment.
Yeah, but it was also like very like not it.
Oh,
you have to play a real game of soccer to tell if you're a better player. You can't
I'm
just
not saying I'm
1v1
better,
each
but I'm
other.
just saying I think she thought I was gonna be a lot worse, and I
That was
and
a
I
rough day for
deked
me.
her out.
Like, I can't picture you in a game team situation. Like, I feel like you get flustered, like, people calling your name.
Everybody. Like, she literally fouled. She literally pushes like this. You can't do that.
First of all, I didn't push you with two hands.
You did.
I didn't.
You did.
I didn't.
You did.
Okay. Pumpkin spice lattes.
Smash.
Smash.
I
Depends on
honestly
the
haven't had one in a while. Like,
I'm pretty sure you had
I would
one.
smash or
No,
pass,
yes, you
to be
did. The
honest.
last time I went to Starbucks, you had one. An iced one.
pumpkin spice?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No shot.
When you
no
have
shot.
too many though, like at once, it's kind of like
Gives you the ick.
Yeah.
Apple cider. Pass.
smash.
Apples. I like apple cider vinegar. Is that the same shit?
Bruh, that's a bruh moment. No, apple cider
No.
like comes straight. It's like apple juice, but like
Hot.
no, but like I think
Denser.
more sugary
And denser.
and denser, and you can like
And it's
warm it
hot?
up.
It's hot.
We can get cold or hot, but you usually heat it up.
Hot
Yeah,
chocolate.
I feel like I've never tried like regular apple
Tingles Farm,
cider.
they have apple cider.
hot chocolate. Smash.
Oh, smash. That's
Yeah.
smash. Can't go wrong.
Pumpkin carving.
Smash.
Smash. That shit is fun.
It's actually so fun.
No, it's so fucking annoying. Like, ew, the gooey shit. No.
I love
Pass.
it.
The seeds, like the
Yeah. And it smells so bad.
look like nerve endings in like a brain or something.
Oh.
Okay, last one. Corn maze adventure. Nah.
Pass.
Smash.
All right. Well, that was our cute little episode to introduce fall. I hope you guys are ready to shed some weight off of you from the first 3 quarters of the year and go into fall and winter refreshed and relaxed.
I also do want to say, I know winter's a time where people get winter blues and people naturally feel a bit low and down. So
That's why I think this is important too, though.
Yeah.
You're kind of just like,
just be kind to yourself when like the weather gets colder and you're kind of more like inclined to stay inside.
Mhm.
Just be nice to yourself. Be kind to people.
I know
Take
it's okay.
your vitamin D
Yeah.
and your fish oil.
Yeah,
Fish
I
oil.
got,
Shit
I
helps
got
with
Roman
depression in the winter.
I got Roman on some omega 3s.
Very good.
Our Nino got us on fish oil. We just
Mhm.
did that when I was like 10 years old. I'm
Yeah.
here, fish oil.
It's so good for you. It's actually just so good for you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening and watching. This was a fun little episode, and thank you for coming on.
Anytime. It's been a while. Glad to see you guys again.
Bye, guys.
Bye.